my time to shine, and he took over. He got it, splash! And that will put some gauze on it. So they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
And welcome inside the arena for a Catholic League semifinal. Game 2 of the night, Samstick Day alongside Chad Bush. Glad you're with us for Catholic Central at Brother Rice. These two teams have met already, Stick, this year, and different results. The first one, a tight one. The second one, not so much. What can we expect tonight? What do we learn from the two battles from these fierce rivals in the first year under Torrey Jackson as the head coach for CC?
You've learned absolutely nothing, Chad, in those first two games. One's a buzzer beater, the other's a blowout. You know it can go either way in this game. You know they have the talent. When you look at a team like Catholic Central, known for their three-point shooting, and that man TJ Nadeau has been getting going as of late, playing some of his best basketball. And then you look at Brother Rice, Elijah Williams is playing tonight. He's a big piece of the puzzle for them to become a complete team. And one of my favorite players from the past couple years, Warren Marshall, who just seems to come up with the clutch shots when he needs to.
Sure is. Committed to Oakland University. As you see the starters for the Shamrocks. And we'll get to both starters momentarily. Warriors win the tip. Won by a large margin at home in the last meeting, but lost in a buzzer beater. And the other one. And right there you see it, Warren Marshall feeling comfy in his future home with a banker to start things. 2-0 Rice.
He's just got such a smooth, fluid game. Never in a hurry, just gets to his spot, and it's that wiry length that he has on him.
Brother Rice coming off a win as the #2 seed on Saturday against St. Francis de Sales out of Toledo. Turnover there for TJ Nadeau. He was the hero in the win over UAD on Saturday at Marion High School. TJ, the senior, Stick featured, a guy to watch tonight.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch for many years in that Shamrock blue.
About an 18-foot runner that just rolled off that heel and rolled in. Uchenna Amene with a steal. And the Euro step gets the foul called. I think it's on the floor.
Fouls on Brother Rice, number 23, David Williams, his first team first.
We're talking about it.
Yeah, Amene wants the shots, and the official said no.
Awkward, because it looks like he got his back foot stepped on by Marshall.
Yeah. So no shots. This is Swardini with it. And Lee. 3 top scorers in this team. Amene, that man, TJ Nadeau. Ball finally corralled by Warren. Warren Marshall. Back to Luke Selkowski. Nice look down low, and the banker's good from Trevor Smith, the Okemos transfer. And the Warriors have a 4-0 lead over their fierce rival.
Yeah, Coach Palmer loving that big-to-big action down low right there. When you got the big guys that can share the sugar, as you like to put it, it's an extra weapon that not a lot of high school teams have.
Amene to the rack, and somehow over big Selkowski banks it in. And the Shamrocks are on the board at the arena.
You can already tell this is going to feel like a high-paced game between these two teams getting up and down the court. We were talking to Rick Palmer earlier. It's about how he's put this team together.
Williams for 3, no. Nadeau has Swardini on the move up the right sideline.
And he says they like to out-strength you and out-long you. And even with that, they have the athleticism to get up and down the court.
Really do. Nadeau checked by David Williams, one of their best defenders, has really got his body right. Contested shot, no. Great box out by Trevor Smith, and here come the Warriors +2.
This is the guy I'm really interested to see how he handles this type of game, Williams.
Williams, a guy that Rick Palmer raves about, says he's been outstanding. 9 assists in games they win, just 2 assists in games they lose. So that's something to look at. But a tough kid, a scorer, and a contributor. Smith down the avenue, no. Got his miss and got fouled down below by Anamisi Sadiq. And that'll send the sophomore at 6'8" line left to shoot 2.
Just looking at Brother Rice on the court compared to Catholic Central, every position they have at least a 2 to 3 inch advantage in the size of their players. Palmer was not lying when he said, hey, we just try to outsize you right now.
Right.
You know, last year they lost 4 of their starters, all very talented, some of the best players in the state. And it's tough to rebuild a program after you lose that tight, but you know, for a school like Brother Rice, we talked about it with Palmer, it's not really rebuilding. You're just kind of retooling every year. Yeah, you're reloading.
Rick says it's his favorite group he's been around since he's been a head coach, and really loves the attitudes that you don't have to worry about any extracurriculars or anything other than just guys getting along and playing together. And he loves this group and the way they make coaching so easy. Corner, Swardini 3, splash city. That's a triple. That's the sophomore Asher Swardini, and the quick answer down the other way by Elijah Williams.
Brother Rice, that's going to eat Catholic Central's coach up. A made 3, and then you get a layup on the other end.
First points of the night for the preseason All-American. Swardini from the left ear of the Bear, and that'll fall gently into the hands of a man that proclaimed he's one of the Lakers, West Bloomfield's all-time leading scorers. We'll fact check that later. That's Torrey Jackson, the former pride of Saginaw Buena Vista. And another look here at the fine pass ahead for Elijah.
Nice outlet, and when you got a big, tall guy like Elijah, just get it up there and let him do the work.
Brother Rice by 3. Williams had it rejected, but regathered by Williams. Smith, Warren, jumper, no. Throw ahead, leaking out. Amene against Elijah! And he went up and stuffed it. How about it? The Rocks are within 1 with 3:40 to go in the first.
And that is a highlight reel dunk against an All-American. Then you force the travel on the other end. Woo, that student section having some fun right now.
Oh, they are. Eli Wiles in the middle of it. Be careful down there, big fella. Here's another look at that throw out and throw ahead and finish.
Whew. And that's over a premier defender. A guy that's about 6'6", 6'7" easily.
Absolutely. Whistle down low and see what this is all about.
You got a hold there on Williams, and that's what they do. You look at him, and you know, he's not very fast, he's not very big, but he's so strong. It's so hard to get him off of his spot, and right there, you just had to hold him to stop him. Logan Hamama checking in.
Williams has been battling an injury. There you see Warren Marshall knock it away. So we didn't know who was going to start this game, but
Last touch by the Warriors. Shamrocks basketball.
Hamama, somebody they like off that bench. Guy who was injured to start the year. He's better, and he's helped out a bit. Nadeau, the top scorer on this club, and the guy who hit the game winner the other night, over 300 points this year, turns it over.
Yeah,
when he gets going, it's something special to see. One of the best shooters in the Catholic League. And he's got that leg strength to just be able to shoot all game long, and it never comes up short.
He's got a personal walk-on offer. Coach Musselman and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Congratulations to him. This guy, Warren Marshall, headed to OU. Into the game is Caffey. Jeremiah, fine move, couldn't finish, but that's the ability from Caffey. Fine performer.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You could see him just kind of soar through the air from left to right against the rim. Tough luck miss, but man, the athleticism was on display.
6'4" junior to the rack. That's Sam Howard, the senior, who's checked in off the bench for Torrey Jackson.
Luke Selkowski. That's his first team.
Foul on Selkowski, line right. Here's another look at the rip and drive by the senior.
Yeah, that's a nice take by Sam Howard. Just bending the edge right there, taking it right into the big, forcing the contact, and getting to the charity stripe to get on the scoreboard. We've seen him light it up from downtown, too, when he gets going. That's the thing with Catholic Central. They have a lot of shooters out there.
Yep. Guys who was a gym rat, best guy off the bench. 14 points against Waverly. He's really had a better shot selection that Torrey Jackson has rewarded him with more minutes because of it. 9-8, we go back and forth, just like the first quarter of the first game between the Eaglets and the Pilots. St. Mary's ended up winning that game by 19. They beat Brother Rice by 19 in this building the other night. How about that by Warren Marshall from 15 feet out? And Brother Rice regains the lead 10-9.
Warren Marshall's got a little Kate Cunningham in him, you know, when you see him play, just very plodding, long, can get to his spot, never forces anything.
No, very patient. Into the game. I'm not sure who 24 is. Jump shot up and good. Uchenna Amine. Guy who puts up 14 points a game. And it's got the Shamrocks back in the lead. There's a steal. That's Sam Howard. And he's fouled by Selkowski from behind. Make note of that. That's his second foul. And Rick Palmer's going to have to go get him.
That was a great play by Sam Howard. He's already come in this game and made his impact felt on the offensive end, and there you see it on the defensive end with a steal. And then he catches a forearm to the face after the steal.
Soft touch by Amene.
I don't have 24 on my scorecard either.
No, could be James Warner. Oh, I know who that is. That's Mr. Janda, the former Eaglet. Short corner right, jump shots long. Yeah, he transferred over the winter. That's Jack Janda. Hot potato pass, Caffey for three, Splash City. There he is. Rick Palmer raved about Mr. Caffey. He's clutched there, and the Rice Warriors up two.
Yeah, and I'm sure Rick Palmer is so happy about that possession. 4 players touching it, not dribbling the ball, easy passes, wide open shot.
And the answer from 18 from Amene. Things starting to pick up with the offensive heat. Corner pass, Elijah wanted a foul, didn't get it. Nadu on the move to Janda to the rack. No, offensive foul. The near side official said offense, and that is the call on Janda, who gets up gimpy. He's a high major Division I prospect in football.
And that was a business decision by Jeremiah Caffrey, stepping in there ready to take that charge. Because like you said, that is a D1 football player coming at you. He just elected to take it in the chest.
Just a sophomore. We saw him on the field with the Eaglets this past fall, and just like that, he's in blue and white. Tied at 13. 13 seconds left. David Williams with the basketball. He's been a big part of the offense for Rice this year, but no points in the first. Kick back. Williams, 3 at the buzzer. No. Ball loose and cleaned off by the Shamrocks. Sadiq. So, what a game. Back and forth we go, Stick. Your thoughts on the first 8 minutes?
I mean, we witnessed it in the first game of this Catholic League Division playoffs, and you're getting it again. Familiar foes going at it. Tie ball game. 3 quarters left. My time to shine. Let's go. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some jaws on it.
each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Torrey Jackson, and a former All-Stater and state champion at Saginaw Buena Vista High School. Coached at Grand Blanc last year, took him all the way to the Final Four. Played at BV, 2 state titles, Division C, Class C, 5th all-time in the state of Michigan, MHSAA history. 2,518 points. Is that even real?
Seems unreal.
Played at Notre Dame, was all Big East. Talks about Coach Mike Bray. Long line of great guards out of Saginaw, Buena Vista, in the Saginaw area. I think of Mark Macon.
2,000 points, over 2,000 points.
It's kind of crazy.
Not a math major, but that's like 500 points a year if you start for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
And we were talking about how Nadu just went over the 300-point mark, and he's a heck of a scorer.
I know. Williams between the rings, out to Warren Marshall. Backing down, size disadvantage. Mid-post shot, no. TJ with a big boy rebound. Leak out, Amena to the rack. No good. Kathy with the board.
I thought Amena kind of made that shot harder on himself by making it a reverse.
Rainbow 3, Williams no, and Elijah Williams threw down TJ Nadeau and got busted for it.
And he was so nonchalant about it. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You watch this. He just gets his left hand on him and throws him to the ground. Just look. Nothing to see here.
It felt like Nadeau might have been drifting that way, but it really did look like it might have helped. Neither team relying on the three-pointer. 1 make each side, just 3 attempts for Rice, 2 attempts for CC. Right wing jumper, Amene, no. Tied at 13, no score, opening minute, second quarter. The number 2 seed team in the Catholic League, the Brother Rice Warriors. Kick corner, Elijah. Make it Warren Marshall for 3, Splash City.
And his game has evolved so much over the past couple years. We've seen him hit some big-time three-pointers, but you see him backing his player down, getting nice shoulder position, square to the rim.
They do with the answer, no. Warren Marshall and Sam Howard caused the turnover, and Torrey Jackson loves it.
Yeah, Sam Howard is just, I say this in the nicest way possible, he's a pest, right? And sometimes that's what you want to be. You remember a guy that played for the Pistons, John Barry, just all-out effort,
good call.
Pest at all times.
Amene. Floater short, that's Devin Lee, who averages 14 points, has 4 in this contest. Balanced scoring for the Shamrocks, down 3.
Man, these teams are just going at each other. There's no stoppage of pace, and there's some physicality going on this floor.
This is the freshman Ace Walters who checks in. It's the son of Rex Walters, the NBAer, and there's Lindsey Hunter.
Good old Lindsey.
Yeah, good guy. I know you know Lindsey well.
Yeah, great guy. His 49ers did not do him well in the Super Bowl.
Ace Walters with a triple. Double threes with a trifecta, and Rice enjoying their largest lead of 6.
And if you're Coach Palmer, you love to see that. You bring in your freshman off the bench, and what does he do right away? Just knocks down a big 3.
It's a nice looking lefty triple. Jacob Lamb is also checked in. Here's another look. Good fine ball movement, and bam.
Why do everything lefties do just look so pure, you know? Ken Griffey Jr., the best baseball swing of all time. Lefty shooting three-pointers always just look pretty.
So many sports, too. Lee for 3. And here comes Walters now to Williams. And Williams fouled by Swardini, had him in trouble. But that is going to be the third team foul on the Shamrocks.
And the right call by the official, because he could have been going up with it, but he ended up looking like he was going to pass at the very end. So it's not going to be a shooting foul.
Williams against Asher Swardini. No shot clock. Attack Walters. This is Lamb. Fresh faces for Rice. Laying good. That's Trevor Smith. And how about this group mishmashed together, putting a run together, enjoying the largest lead of 8.
Yeah, Lamb with a beautiful assist there, falling to the ground, able to keep his head up, get it to his big man. And like you said, that is the biggest lead of the game for Brother Rice, pushing their lead up to 8 points on that beautiful assist.
Torrey Jackson wants timeout in the arena. Lamb to Smith for the biggest bump of the game.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
There you see Rick Palmer in his 6th season. Guy that got Rice the title last season, the Central Division champions. Something they hadn't had since '96. Rick is a scratch golfer. Not many better than Rick Palmer. Asher Swardini sticks one though in front of Palmer. And it's a big one as it gets the lead back to 5. CC responds from the Torrey Jackson timeout.
Yeah, and that's the thing with CC. You know, they're such good shooters, three-point shooters. They can score in bunches. They're never out of any game that they're playing.
Torrey Jackson says CC reminds him of how Notre Dame was before he got there in the basketball world. Known more for their football, but hoping that he makes the print that this is a basketball school too. Trevor Smith alone, and the kid at 6'8" lays it in. Trevor Smith was 6'3" in the 5th grade.
Good Lord.
And yeah, he's grown to 6'8", but that was a path destined for 7'5". So he's had to deal with that body for a while, but Rick Palmer says part of that is he's been playing center. And, you know, you become a center and, you know, sometimes you got to learn other things, but when you're 6'3" in the 5th grade, you're stuck down low.
Listen, as a fellow big man, I'm 6'4", so I'm not like insanely tall, but even when I played young basketball, that's all it was. Just go down low, get the rebounds. They never taught you how to dribble. They really didn't teach you how to shoot. And I think the game's evolved a lot since when I was young.
Right.
But that's why you see all these Euro players coming over to the U.S., big fellas that know how to do everything.
Howard misses the shot. Warren on the attack. Williams will back it out. Rice by a touchdown. 3 minutes to go until the break. Lamb will look to the bench. Rip drive and a travel on the wall up from Howard, and the Shamrock defense in that paint. It's been tough.
Yeah, and that won't go down as a stat sheet, but you called it. Howard stepping in, forcing that extra travel. That's not a steal for Howard, but it's definitely a great defensive play right here, just coming at the bottom of your screen, forcing that.
Physical for the Shamrocks. Something Rick Palmer said, look, we got to be more physical. We have to be, at times we're not as physical as we need to be. And a lot of that comes with inexperience. Nadeau had it ripped. Williams on the run with Lamb. Lamb for the lay-in, yes. That's Jacob Lamb. A 2026 kid, a guard off that bench, providing tonight. Uchenna, though, blows by and gets rewarded line right, with Rice enjoying their largest lead of the game of 9.
Uchenna is just such a sneaky player. He's able to get into the lane and force the foul there. Look at that, just a little hesitation. Gets the defender on his hip, gets him up, draws the contact. It's exactly how you coach it. Then you can get a good shooter to the free throw line, get that basket looking a little bit bigger for when he takes his normal shots.
Guy who's got some Ivy interest, Wayne State. A lot of interest, Brian Smothers, the Wayne State head basketball coach is here. Guy that's really flourished in the offseason. Torrey Jackson talked about the work he put in, getting ready for his program and his system. But what a floor general and leader Uchenna Amene is. Spent his freshman year at Southfield Christian. Speaking of Lindsey Hunter, who was at Southfield Christian. Seven-point lead for Rice.
Rice has seen a lot of success scoring early in their offense, so when they bog down in half court like this, it's been interesting to see where they're getting that from. Trying to ISO Williams on the post. They got him.
Lee doing a nice job down there on him, huh?
Yeah, I mean, for the undersized matchup that he's got going on.
Cathy for 3, no. That's the shot Torrey Jackson wanted, and he got it.
Yeah, there was a chance when the ball was at the top of the key and Williams had his man sealed to zip it down to him for an easy lay, and unfortunately, Brother Rice just didn't see it.
We've seen Luke Selkowski on the bench for a long stretch here. How about the backdoor feed and the easy lay-in for Adrian Ganje, the senior off the bench with his first bucket.
And warming up, he looked locked in. I mean, he looked like he was ready to play in this game.
Knocked away by Nadeau, but Smith rips it away to save a possession. And Elijah busted for the offensive foul. And the frustrating night continues for the sophomore transfer Williams. Just 2 points tonight, and that's his third foul.
You can tell he's not happy about that call, especially when it sends you to the bench. You know, there's only 47 seconds left in the half. He should be able to start the second half.
This league will humble a lot of folks, and it takes time. This is a grinder. Rick Palmer said, look, we're young. We're going to need some time. We're going to be good, but it's going to take us a minute to get ready.
Well, he wasn't even talking about all his players, too. He was talking about the coaching staff and how they had to replace a bunch of people there as well.
That's right. Great point. Josh Baker is in. He lost Eric Evans, who's doing great things at University Prep. Coach of the year in that league. Very proud of him. Leon McDonald, Rashard Porter also on staff with Laddie Andahazy. Laying good at the buzzer. Hamama with a moment at the end of the quarter. How about it to end the half, Stick?
It didn't look like he was going to be aware of when that shot was about to go up at the end of the half, but able to sneak it in. Last second reverse layup. 27-20 going on into the half. What a take.
Logan Hamama to send us to the break. Rice by a touchdown. Back after these.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Welcome back to the Prep. Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of the Catholic League basketball tournament, the semis on Tuesday at Oakland, and the championship at Callahan Hall on Saturday. We're fortunate at the Prep to have some great partners who allow us to cover very cool events like this. And one of our proud partners is Success Mortgage Partners. And we are joined by the co-founder and CEO of Success Mortgage Partners, who also happens to be my uncle and godfather, Owen Lee. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Evan. What an introduction. I'm not sure I've ever had an introduction quite so illustrious as that.
Well, we've never had someone this well dressed on a broadcast. You've got the tie, you've got the vest, the whole thing going. So you're putting us in the game. It's fine. We'll power through it. So for any of those who are watching this interview, the first question to you is, what is Success Mortgage Partners and what do you do on a daily basis?
So Success Mortgage Partners is an independent mortgage bank. So basically what that means is for members of the public who might have a housing financing need to purchase the home of their dreams or to refinance to help put themselves and their family in a better economic position, we make that happen. We help finance the American dream, whether that's through a purchase or a refinance, something else that you would need. That's what we do. And we do it right here locally in the state of Michigan, and we're licensed in 42 states across the country.
You bring up a lot when you speak to those working with Success Mortgage Partners, explaining the business about how it is a family-centered environment. That's one of the core tenets of the business. Why is it important for Success Mortgage Partners to be family-centered, family-based, not just with those that you work with, but also those who work within the company on a daily basis?
Well, the reason why that's so important, Evan, is because when you think about the home ownership purchase, for 95+% of the people out there, it is the most important purchase of their lifetime at the moment they make it, and largely throughout the rest of their life. Home ownership in America is the greatest creator of generational wealth, and nothing else is even close. So what we specialize in is not just getting you a mortgage and helping you close on time to complete that transaction, which is something that we do dozens and dozens and dozens of times every single day. But it's also to consult with you and make sure that that mortgage is a financial tool completely conforms to and accomplishes the number one financial goal of you and your family. And that could mean different things for different people at different times. So there are a lot of companies out there that might be able to get you a decent rate, and we can do that. And there are fewer companies, but still some that can get you to the closing table on time, and we can do that. But there are a very few amount of companies that really take the time to get to know you, to get to know your family, to make sure that every aspect of that financial decision is something that helps you accomplish your individual family's goals and dreams. And we think that's very, very important. It's been a cornerstone of ours since our founding in 2002.
I'd have to imagine the people that you work with enjoy knowing that they're not working with a robot. They're dealing with another human being with not problems like them. And that's got to be the idea behind it all, right?
Absolutely. Satisfied clients, borrowers, homeowners, and people creating generational wealth for their families is absolutely the core foundation of our business.
Once again, speaking of the business, this broadcast could not happen without the proud presenting sponsors of Success Mortgage Partners and Pure Bar Novi. Heard a rumor the lady who owns Pure Bar Novi is really near and dear to our hearts, and she does a fantastic job.
She does.
Here she's great.
Been keeping me in shape for, one might say, my entire life.
Something like that. Why was it important specifically for Success Mortgage Partners to partner in this event, the Catholic League Basketball Finals, which are being held in Metro Detroit throughout this week?
Well, I am a big believer in and a fierce advocate for Catholic education. And it was something that my parents sacrificed so that I could benefit from a Catholic education when I was growing up. It was important for me to do that for my 3 kids. And it's something that I think just adds an enriching aspect to the educational experience, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. I can think of many, many instances in my life, again, both inside and outside of the classroom, where I benefited from not just a great education and a great environment, but a great Catholic education and a great Catholic environment. So it's something that we really, when we look to reinvest in the community, when we look to give back, it's something that you might say is right up our alley.
You're allowed to admit you're a Catholic Central alum. It's fine. It's okay.
Yes, and there's that aspect of it as well. Go Shamrocks.
Yes, and we also have to say another co-founder of Success Mortgage Partners is a brother Rice Warren. If you don't believe people can't get along, we got Rice and CC people working together in harmony. Somewhat.
If you can imagine that, a 22-year partnership coming up this June, 100%, Catholic Central and Brother Rice. Who would have thought it?
And oh, by the way, Catholic Central and Brother Rice are playing in one of the games we are broadcasting today.
So I have heard. So
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Those old allegiances never die, and neither do the old rivalries.
That's true. Last one for you, Owen. Appreciate you.
Yes.
For anyone who has been intrigued by this conversation, who wants to learn a little bit more about the business, how can they do that?
So the best thing for them to do would be to give me a call. I'm fortunate enough to work with over 100 licensed loan officers at our company, Success Mortgage Partners. Like I said, 42 states across the nation, just in the state of Michigan, all the neighboring states, Ohio, Illinois, Wisconsin, all the southern states, the southeast states, the states that are growing, be interested in buying an investment property, whether that's in Florida or South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, all the way to California, from Maine to California. So that would be something that you could give us a call. And specifically, if you could give me a call, I'm at 734-822-9792. Again, that's 734-822-9792. I would not be the one that you would be dealing with for your individual home ownership or refinancing needs, but I would be the best person to steer you to that person based upon your geography, your place in life, and what you're trying to accomplish. Like I said, I'm fortunate enough to work with well over 100 licensed loan officers, and we will absolutely put you with the one that's just going to meet your financial goals and needs.
Owen Lee, co-founder, CEO of Success Mortgage Partners, huge Catholic League basketball fan, making sure this event can go on the right way. Owen, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Evan. In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Welcome back to the arena, home of the Oakland University Gold Grizzlies. He's Sam Stick Day. My name's Chad Bush. There you see the rip and the drive from Devin Lee. But this was a game that went back and forth, tight in the first, and then Rice made a move in the second and controlled some of the play.
Yeah, pretty much controlled all the play in the second, and really Rice is doing it with their size. I mean, the unspoken hero for Brother Rice right now, Trevor Smith, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the field. He's just using his size, being a bully down low and getting it done for them. And then you look over at Catholic Central. They got 5 players in the scoring column, but Brother Rice has 7 in the scoring column. So balanced scoring both ways. We're going to see if Catholic Central can get back on track, only putting up 7 points in that second quarter.
Lockdown defense. And you see it leading to offense there for Lamb. You see the depth from Brother Rice. Lost a lot of guys, but they've got some guys that can help off the bench this year, maybe a little bit deeper. And right now it's in this heated rivalry. It's Rice by 7. Shot up, wave it off. It went down but wave it off on Selkowski, and that is his fourth. And a guy they really lean on in Selkowski is a leader for this team. Division II offers at 19-10 against UAD. He hasn't given much tonight.
No, and Palmer's going to ride it out with those 4 fouls, too. So, you know what? All right, we got enough depth. He gets out of this game, so be it. That's the guy for Catholic Central that needs to get going, TJ Nadeau, if they want to have a chance of coming back and winning this game.
TJ in this contest with his first points, 3 rebounds. Selkowski with 4 fouls. These two teams played a buzzer beater in Novi in a Catholic Central win. Tori Jackson's first game in this rivalry. But it was Rice in a big way the second go around. Warren Marshall with a mid-post 10-footer, silky smooth.
And like I said already, just so patient. He had a good look at a longer jump shot, but knows I can shorten this up, get a better percentage, and he doesn't.
9 points to lead the way. Trevor Smith with 8. An encouraging sign. Nadeau is ripped and stripped and fouled, headed down the boulevard.
And it was about to be showtime for Brother Rice. They had 2 guys running down. I believe it was Warren Marshall and Elijah Williams. I would have loved to see how they figured out who was going to get that alley-oop.
That'd have been fun and bouncy. Nadeau might have walked, no call. Smith with a rebound, and here comes Warren up the right sideline.
Yeah, but I like that Nadeau's already being more aggressive in the second half.
Williams kick out, Selkowski to Smith, and a foul on Nadeau. That'll be his first, and that'll be the team's first.
I mean, if nothing else, he's back engaged in the game. You know, putting up a goose egg for him in that first half, that's not something you see out of Nadeau often. So he's trying to get loose balls, he's trying to force possessions, he's trying to get his shot up.
Yeah. We're going to get a hold on Amene on that right block. We're going to get Selkowski. 6 points for Amene. Nobody more than 6. Ian Swardini splitting those honors. Elijah Williams down low, getting alive. He's got 4.
It's just almost unfair. He's so big, he's so long. You just throw the lob up there and let him go to work.
You bet.
Loss out of bounds. Shamrock's ball.
Ball gets away from Smith there, trying to lead the fast break. Just couldn't get it out in front of Elijah Williams. But you can tell Brother Rice has sort of switched things up here in the second half. They want to push whenever they tear down that rebound.
It has picked up that pace. 4 fouls, Selkowski will sit. Cathy returns. An effective first half for Cathy, but how about Amene with that first step burst?
Devin Lee right there with the crossover.
Devin Lee, my bad. I've been
with a crossover that pretty, we had to give him proper due.
Sorry about that. Been doing that all night.
I can't wait to see that replay in the highlight reel.
Explosive for Lee. Brother played last year on this club. Shot short, missed by Cathy. Swardini on the push. CC by 7. It's been their average lead in this game. Swardini high off the glass over the 6'8 Smith.
And that's exactly where he had to put it because Smith was standing right there. You had to go way high over top.
8 points for Asher Swardini, a couple of threes and just 3 tries. Sticking around, CC down 5. Williams for 3. No, Smith, big boy rebound, and the putback good for Deuce Deuce. He's got 10. Timeout, Rick Palmer. 7-point game, but far from over in the semifinal. The winner gets the Eaglets of Orchard Lake on Saturday from Callahan Hall.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
thought they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Well, the Brother Rice Warriors, 14-5 right now, the number 2 seed in this league. They finished 8-4 in the conference. And you might recall John Blackwell. How about John Blackwell? 3-time Big Ten Freshman of the Week, doing great things for Wisconsin. I mean, there's other guys they miss as well. Xavier Thomas, Curtis Williams down at Louisville, Xavier at Toledo. And how about Garrity? Doing great things down at Notre Dame as a tight end. 3 balls short from Lee. Got his own miss back out to Amene for 3 short. TJ with a reset. Back to Swardini to make it hurt. No. A 4th try on the set. Rice has enough.
Catholic Central's doing all they can to be scrappy and get those offensive rebounds. But Brother Rice is just too big right now.
Yeah.
Their size is just noticeable.
3 ball, no. TJ on the run. Rice looking to make a move, and Amene made a move and had possession and a couple of steps before he put it on the deck.
You can tell he could be a football player because he looked up, saw a wide open hole, and just he forgot to put the ball on the floor. I mean, there was nobody guarding the rim, and he was just going to take it and drive it. There's a nice look at Mr. Garrity.
Yeah, Pat Garrity, former assistant general manager of the Detroit Pistons, former Notre Dame Fighting Irishman, Orlando Magic. His son Henry Garrity, a former Brother Rice basketballer turned footballer. Elijah Williams, and a high five on that Warrior bench. That was a call from the sideline, and it worked to perfection.
Well, you can tell they've been trying to get him down on that post because he just has that length that nobody's going to be able to stop. And getting him to work like that, that's exactly what Palmer wants. Get him in the action, get him some physical touches, and let the big man go to work.
1 shot.
Foul is on Lee. Williams makes it for his 7th point. Rick Palmer very complimentary of his sophomore star. 35-inch vertical leap. Guy that's put to defend the best player on the other team. And he's really been a post player that can shoot the 3. They're looking for him to drive more and play with the ball, something he didn't do at Division IV in Arizona last year.
Yeah, and you can tell he doesn't waste a lot of energy, too, when you see him out there. You know, on defense, he's taking the proper angles. He's not overexerting himself. So when he gets the ball, he's putting everything into it.
10-point lead, largest of the night. Catholic Central, can they make a move? We're back in a moment on the Prep.
My time to shine. He took over.
Got it! Splash! And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to Championship Week, presented by Success Mortgage Partners and Pure Bar Novi. We thank them for making this broadcast possible. The Shamrocks, 12-7 on the year, 6-6 in league play. And look, this is a school and a program that wants to make basketball a high-profile program. And Torrey Jackson, the man to do it. Aaron Babbitt's hired him to do so. And in year 1 under the Jackson era, so far so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's an impressive record for the Catholic League. And that's the crazy part about this league. You're looking at teams with really good win percentages where it's like, oh, that's the 3rd or 4th team in the league.
They got a win against their rival in Novi, which really spurred them into a streak. Uchenna Amene. Team down by 10, under 3 to go in the 3rd against Brother Rice, a top 10 team in the state of Michigan by some. Some have Catholic Central in that range as well. Dump down low, right block laying good. That's from Amene, and that shared to the Sugar, and Sadiq didn't miss.
And that's the type of team basketball that Catholic Central has to play right now. They got to find those easy shots.
First bucket of the night for Onamisi. 8-point game, plenty of time. Kathy off that bench, working against Sadiq, the junior. Lamb is back off that bench as well. Williams, who's had a quiet night offensively, looking for his first points. Does have 7 dimes. Are those the first points? They are. Splash City for David Williams, and it gives the Warriors their largest lead of 11.
Yeah, Elijah Williams coming up to set the pick. They went under. Williams made them pay.
Amene floater, filthy. How about it? Give him 10. High scorer. Whistle back the other way, and what do we have here?
Reach and foul.
Fouls on the
Number
Shamrocks,
3.
number 3, Asher Swardini. That's his first team fourth.
One of the best last names we get to call too, Swardini. You gotta love that name.
It is a good one. Josh Rude will check in, the senior, as we get a look there. Whistling a foul. That's a travel, rather. Now offensive foul.
His first team third.
Torrey Jackson off that bench will send back in Sam Howard. Torrey's assisted by Ryan Zaras, Jalen Rutherford, James Head, the former Huron. Aaron Babbitt's the AD. Corner 3, Splash City, that's Lee. And the Rocks aren't done yet. 6-point game. Caffey to quiet the crowd, no. The fight in the corner, won by who? Williams had it, but was there a push down there, Sam?
Yeah, it looks like it. There's some physical activity going on there. I was more focused on the scoreboard. The in-house scoreboard had that 3 go towards Brother Rice. There we go. Now they're fixing it. Our scoreboard is correct, and what a big shot. And that's what we're talking about. Catholic Central's never out of a game because of the way that they can shoot the 3. That is a 6-point game now, so just 2 possessions for them.
Big 2 shots here for Elijah, son of Monty Williams, the Detroit Pistons head coach. By the way, we cover the Motor City Cruise, and they're playing right now against the Greensboro Swarm.
Who's playing the role of Chad Bush tonight?
Evan Stockton.
All right.
On play-by-play, Reggie Butler on color. 7-point lead is where we sit. It seems like we've been there most of the night. Throw ahead pass, Swardini to Lee, and a pretty share into the Sugar. And it's back to a 5-point game under a minute to go in the third.
And that is where CC has really had success in quick offense, not letting Brother Rice set their defense with all that length.
Right. Both teams so good from the free throw line tonight. 8 of 10 combined, 8 of 9 combined. Tight games. Both teams have been in aplenty, including their first matchup of the year, which came down to the wire. Knock away, ball loose, and back to Rice, but now without a Chenna Amene heading.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the effort of Amene right there, poking the ball, trying to save it to his teammates, get that last possession so you can cut it to 2 or 3 going into the fourth quarter.
Hamama checks in, Smith will check out, and that is an offensive foul on Williams. It was a push-off. He got busted for it. Here's another look.
Yeah, he just extended that left arm, and once it extends like that, we talk about it all the time. If the official sees the arm extend, you're most likely going to get called on that foul. But that's a big turnaround because, like I said, you could go from a 5 to a 2 or a 3-point lead.
15 seconds left, now down to 10. Amene, corner, Lee, 3, no! Swardini somehow slides in like Superman to score. At the buzzer, Marshall with a miss. And we got a hot one in the arena. Oh my, a 3-point game after Rice had it up to double digits. How about it, Stick?
Yeah, 20-point quarter for Catholic Central right there. Brother Rice only putting up 13, and that's why we have the score that we have going into the fourth quarter. Told you, Chad, it's anybody's ball game, baby.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
It's championship week presented by our friends at Success Mortgage Partners. And game, as you mentioned, 3-point margin as we enter the fourth.
Yeah, this is the guy that's got to get going for Catholic Central. I mean, they're hanging in there without their leading scorer having really any impact on this game. He's only got 2 points. So if Nadeau gets going, they could steal this one from Brother Rice.
Who will become the hero of the semifinals tonight? The Catholic League, the best division in the state. Lamb with space and a lay-in floater. How about the sophomore, Jake Lamb, getting juicy in the paint.
And you can tell Rick Palmer's just kind of playing with Elijah Williams right now. He tried him at the post. He tried him coming off the screen. And right there, he tried him at point.
Active hand, Selkowski playing with 4 fouls. Helps get the steal. And Nadeau couldn't save it on the far sideline.
Yeah, if you're Catholic Central, you got to be feeling pretty good because, like I said, there's your guy right there, your leading scorer. But here's a nice look at that take by Lamb. Everybody followed Williams and kind of forgot that Lamb could drive to the hoop too.
Sure can. The high efficiency. Selkowski back to Elijah Williams, drive, and a charge is called. They said he buried the shoulder. That's number 4. And Rick Palmer says, let's go. We got to keep playing on.
Elijah Williams was going to the bench. He's like, all right, I got another foul. Coach is going to take me out. Well, that was just good footwork and good defense right there, getting in front of him. And Elijah did lower his shoulder and kind of bumped into him.
Brother Rice won on Saturday to get here in the quarterfinals of the CHSL playoffs. A 17-point win over Toledo St. Francis de Sales. Turnover there. 5-point game, 6:25 to go. Catholic Central did have it down to 3 for a minute, but it's been mainly Rice by 7 to 10. And that man, Warren Marshall, with a bucket, with a floater underneath.
You will not speed Warren Marshall up. He's going to play at his pace at all times.
11 points to lead the way for the Warriors. 11 points for Lee to lead the way for the Shamrocks. Floater fade away. Marshall says, this is my house next year.
And to give him more credit, you know, we've been talking about his offensive game, how patient he is, but he's taken on the challenge of guarding DJ Nadeau all game long. Like I said, he's only got 2 points, so that's a bigger tip in the cap than putting up 11 points.
Rick Palmer said we need him to buy into being the defensive stopper on this team. And he has tonight.
He definitely did on that possession. My God.
Really makes it tough for guards to score with that length. He's done a number on Nadeau, you're right. What a job defensively. Swardini against Williams, nowhere to go. Amene back out to Asher for three, no. Smith couldn't hang on. Nadeau with a clear out. And his foul total now matching his point total.
Yeah, just a frustrating night, and coach is now taking him to the bench to get a little bit of rest, but with only 5 minutes left in this game, I don't know if I'm resting my best scorer. But tonight, he has not been the best scorer, so maybe you're just trying to spark something in your offense.
Balanced offense tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 Shamrocks have scored. Williams to bounce it out between the rings. Williams. No good on the three. Smith with an offensive rebound. And a timeout by Rick Palmer.
One-handed offensive rebound. Smith has been a problem on that offensive glass all night long. Just the size. We've talked about it all night, and that's what Rick Palmer said coming into this game. We just try to be big, and they do a good job of it.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Welcome back to the CHSL semifinal presented by Pure Bar Novi and Success Mortgage Partners. We also want to thank our food sponsor tonight, delicious pizza, cheese bread from Papa Romano's Pizza, located in Auburn Hills, now serving Mr. Pita. Delicious pitas and pizzas all in one location. East Samstick Day. My name is Chad Bush. Brother Rice up 7-stick right now. If you're Catholic Central, what do you have to do to cut into this lead?
You got to start hitting your three-point shots and force turnovers like they did right there. You know, get those extra possessions. But, you know, CC is known for being one of the best three-point shooting teams in the Catholic League, and they just have not been able to do it tonight.
Catholic Central 3 of 12 from distance, just 25% from the long line. Amene attacking, in trouble. Lost it on the floor, and a timeout, Torrey Jackson.
Catholic Central.
Yeah, they need a three, or they need a swing of momentum in the worst way possible right now, because I believe you said it earlier. It just kind of seemed like a 7-point ball game the whole way through.
It's an offense for Catholic Central that they want to give guys freedom to make plays in this system. And you know, it's a sticky man-to-man defense. We've seen some different moves, but this is really a team that's done some things to make them believe that they can do some things, special things, knocking off UAD to get here, knocking off UAD earlier in the regular season, splitting with them. Some big wins against Brother Rice, their rival. A lot of games that they weren't winning before. And Torrey Jackson's restored some things. And look, the cupboard wasn't necessarily bare, and Brandon Sanawi did a fabulous job at Catholic Central. But this has just been the new brand of basketball. And what are your thoughts on this new edition of the Shamrocks? What stands out to you?
I mean, I think they have all the right pieces in place. They're just missing a couple guys that they need to complete the team. You know, we've talked about the size difference. They don't really have a true center. So they're relying on a lot of motion, and they're relying on a lot of dribbling to get them open looks.
They could use a guy like Cooper Cragg, a guy that's a sophomore at Oakland U right here. Swardini from Auburn Hills Avondale. And that's off the mark. Forgot where we were for a moment. We're back here on Friday, by the way, for Rochester Adams and Stony Creek. The rivalry That'll be fun. Not many rivalries better than this one right here in high school sports.
It's good to see this facility getting some usage, too, out of the high school ranks.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to play, comfortable, central location.
Lamb to Smith for the slam. Oh, Lamb led him, and Smith didn't disappoint. A dunk for the big boy at 6'8", and he's 5 of 6 tonight, nearing a double-double, 12 and 9.
Yeah, he's been very impressive to me this entire game.
Lee for 3, Splash City. When the Rocks needed him the most, he did it. He's been their best offensive player. And CC not going away.
They don't, especially with the ability to make that shot. You know, a 9-point game becomes a 6-point game, becomes a 3-point game in a hurry.
Lamb distributing, finding Warren Marshall in the corner, no. And a foul over jump ball. Okay, whose ball? A jump ball of all things.
And it's going to stay with Brother Rice.
Rick Palmer wanting some answers.
I thought that was the right call. It was a jump ball. I believe Swardini was able to get in there and get his hands on that basketball.
6-point game, 2:45 left. Warriors trying to hold on. They've led most of the night. Nice look down low. Williams lays it in from Warren Marshall. And it's an 8-point bump for the Warriors with 2.5 left. 10 now for the big boy. And a top 10 player in the class of 2026 nationally. How about that effort? Falling into the first row over there.
Rude is just giving it everything he got. He's like, you know what? These are my teammates, but that's okay. I'm going to dive into them to try to save this basketball. He can get a little coy smile out of him right there. There's going to be a nice look at it.
Tory Jackson says, I got a lot of gym rats, and he's one of them. Rude and Nadu and Amene. Sam Howard. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll step aside with 2:22 to go. Brother Rice by 8. Can they hold on and win back-to-back against their rival to get to the final against the Eaglets of Orchard Lake?
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Thanks so much for following us tonight on YouTube. If you could please subscribe us on YouTube. Follow us on our social media, and find us on email if you wish, info@theprepsports.com. Thanks so much, everybody, for our support, and we thank especially our support from our sponsors for making the CHSL Championship Week possible. Success Mortgage Partners and Pure Barre Novi. Pass picked off. That was a rude pick. And Amene had it stripped. One good trick deserves another. Williams to Williams for the score. And Elijah's got a dirty dozen. And the Warriors have half 100 in a 10-point lead.
Yeah, that was a foul there by Brother Rice. I believe they're going to take Williams out. It looked like he kind of tweaked his ankle. But what a beautiful athletic play there for him to get that ball. Most big men will try to put that ball back on the ground. He was able to keep it in there, use that athleticism, lay it up with his left hand. I think Rick Palmer's seen enough of his superstar tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to check out.
Get a good look at it right there. Beautiful.
Amene on the wing, and contact And it looks like Jacob Lamb is the guilty party on the floor.
And he caught the worst of it, too. It's a little bit of sloppy play right there. When that ball's all over, you know, people are going to be going all out to get it. And sometimes you catch that knee to the forehead while you're diving to the ground.
These new Pop-Tarts are amazing. Is this vanilla? Flavor that is.
I don't know. Who restocks that?
I don't know, but
is it Pat the Stat that does the snacks?
No. That's the Westfalls.
It's the Westfalls? Whew.
They're in charge of the snack bin. This one is.
As long as they keep bringing those Rice Krispies, we're going to be just fine.
Yeah, no doubt. Nadeau in the paint, nowhere to go. Sam Howard circles back. His team down 10. 95 seconds left, and the Warriors get a steal and consult it away here.
Exactly what they're doing, not being afraid to use a lot of the clock.
Warriors on their way to their 14th win of the year. A team that lost 4 in a row, won 4 in a row, lost to St. Mary's, bounced back with a win. And a good job by Rick Palmer this year, coaching this very inexperienced team, a group that he calls. He loves to be around them every day. He's just like, I love going into coaching. He says, look, I've loved all my teams, but this one's a fun one to walk in and coach. And they've really responded. He said it would be a slow start. And not too bad getting the number 2 seed in this division.
I was going to say, like we're talking about them like they're completely rebuilding the program. They're having a down year. They're number 2 to the number 1 team in the entire state. And what's their record? 17-5, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done an incredible job this year. They have a winning record. They have young talent that's coming on at the end of the season. They're going to be a problem in the state playoffs.
3 of their losses have come down to the final minute. So the De La Salle win was very key, boosted them into their win streak. Selkowski line right to shoot free throws. And a night when guys like Selkowski, 0 points, they rely on him for like 11, 12 a game. No points. They had David Williams 3 points. I mean, those are 2 of their top 3 scorers, and they're able to win tonight on their way to a double-digit victory. It shows the depth and the growth of this team as the season has continued to evolve.
Yeah, they've had 3 main contributors in the scoring column, and like I said, Smith to me has kind of been the guy that stood out and been the anchor of this game. He's got 9 rebounds, 12 points, and I believe 6 of those are offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Those are big stats.
Sure are. How about that? Corner 3 up and good. That's Lee. It's been his kind of night. Lee's triple makes it an 8-point game as we get a whistle and a foul in the front court. And that'll put the Warriors back to the free throw line.
Well, if you're CC now, you get to kind of look ahead to the state tournament. Like you said, some people have them in their top 10 in the entire state.
Sure.
And that's the good part about this Catholic League division is you've made it through the tough part. Now you get the state tournament, which is a little bit easier than what you've been going through every single game inside your own league.
We got some discussion about this G of the game, and Eli Wiles is taking this one personal. He wants a vote tonight. All right, we'll get a vote. We'll get a vote. We will to be determined. Fair enough. All right. 50 seconds left. 3 ball. Swardini with a swish. And let's not go anywhere yet. This one's not over. 52-46, 44 seconds left. We got to just stick around. We got Pop-Tarts. Look at the triple by Swardini. And CC, who has struggled to shoot the 3 tonight, starting to come alive and stick around.
And it could be the right time for them to do it. I mean, 43 seconds left in this game. It's not impossible. We've seen this happen before. And when you got shooters like they do, looks like they're going to check Williams back in. for Brother Rice, even though he's kind of on a gimpy ankle right now. And that's been the debate for G of the game, right? Williams or Smith? Which way are we going? The 2 or the 22?
Yeah, I think it's boy, some good arguments in there. Big night for Trevor Smith, 12 points, 5 of 6, 9 rebounds. Let's go with Trevor Smith. I think Eli Wiles is right for the first time in a long time. We'll go with Mr. Trevor Smith.
Like a broken clock, Chad. Eventually it's going to be right.
Now, this one's not over. That is if Brother Rice holds on. It's a 6-point game with 44 seconds left. I mean, as Hubie Brown would say, there is a lifetime left in this game. And it's true, and especially the way CC's come to life. Now, what are they going to need to do to get back in this game?
They're going to need to press, and they're going to need to get an extra possession or two and hope some free throws are missed.
There is a near steal by who else? The G of the game if it's a Catholic Central victory. How about Devin Lee? Some of the brass down in the front. Williams to Warren Marshall for what might have just clinched it. 8-point lead to the rack, lay in good, and the foul. Alec Ford off the bench, the 10th grader, says don't leave yet.
That cuts it to a 6-point game. Potential to cut it to 5 if he sinks this free throw. Still a tall order, but there's still, like you said, a little bit of game left to be played.
No doubt.
It's like Coach Palmer is taking a timeout. Going to get some subs in, maybe defense for offense.
It is championship week, presented by Success Mortgage Partners, Pure Bar Novi, Orchard Lake St. Mary's already in the win column tonight. And there's a look at it. St. Mary's knocking off De La Salle by 19. The winners will meet on Saturday at UAD Mercy. In the Bishop Championship game, we'll have the girls first. And that'll be an interesting one as well. Got Ann Arbor, Gabriel Richard on one side of it, and the Toledo schools, Notre Dame and Toledo Central Catholic will go at it on the other side.
I like that graphic. Whoever made that graphic.
Yeah, Carsey Walker doing a fine job for us. I'm glad you brought him up. We appreciate Carsey Walker, his graphic work. Also appreciate our social media director, Anthony Colombo.
Mr. Pistons talk.
Yeah, he can talk some Pistons.
Yep, he knows his stuff too.
He can edit and release and do some good things for us. We're proud of him.
Hits the right hashtags.
He does. I trust that. I don't know if he does or not, but people tell me he does. I think he does.
I audit, and he does.
Are you audit? Okay.
Yep.
We get nice rewards or nice compliments from folks. Shout out Tyler. We appreciate his feedback.
Well, it's awesome. We've had a couple parents stop by today and tell us, hey, we wish we had something like this when I was in high school and stuff like that. Like, imagine having a great highlight on film forever in the digital realm. It's such a cool thing that the Prep does for all of these schools. And when we go to schools that we don't normally cover and stuff like that, they're like, man, this is a big deal. The Prep is here. We even saw it, what was that, Berkeley, where they were talking, you know what, I wanted to be G of the game coming into this game. So the trend is out there. The buzz is there, and the Prep's done a great job building it.
Thanks, man. You've been a big part of it. We appreciate it. Alex Westfall, your executive producer, also a big part of this operation. Right now, 19 seconds left. It's an 8-point game. A lot needs to go right for CC. I mean, this is a game that Rice really started to pull away, much like we saw in game one. We saw Rice make their move in the third and had some guys step up that weren't necessarily the lead guys and characters in the contest coming into it.
And that's what playoff basketball is all about. You expect your star players to do what they're going to do. It's always those extra guys that put you over the top. I mean, I don't know if you remember for the Pistons, like a Brian Scalabrine would come off the bench and beat us.
Sure.
In 2004, Luke Walton has a great game too. Who would have predicted Luke Walton having a great game too?
Right.
But in the playoffs, those guys are the guys that need to become stars.
That's it. So, inbounds, backcourt, Swardini, They'll give him the 2. He'll get it. Bucket's good. That's Asher Swardini. He has 15 points in this game. Timeout on the floor. 6-point game, 12 seconds left. Another look at Asher, who's been impressive tonight off the hop.
He's been really impressive. He's knocked down some three-pointers. He's been active on the defensive end as well, and even though he's undersized, he's put up a fight against whoever he's been defending.
Want to thank our hardworking crew tonight. Our stat crew stepping in. We got some guys we had to piece together. Pat the stat out. We wish Jamie Janssen, JMO, the best. She's ailing tonight in Rochester, not far from here, but we hope to get her back for the weekend. But thanks to Noah Drury on statistics. Also want to thank the Hunt Man, Rob Hunter, on statistics tonight. Samuel Fisher on audio. Dylan Connor on graphics tonight. Alex Westfall on the big seat, the executive producer, director of this program. And Alex Mayer,
hey,
your replay coordinator down there. Eli Wiles on a camera. And our cameramen are hid. Who's our camera? Is it Kyle Buchanan tonight? And Mike Batches.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Did I miss somebody?
I didn't see Kyle Buchanan here.
Okay. Well, sometimes when he's not here, he's still there.
Yeah, Fish is shaking his head, but he's not telling us who. Who we missing on the camera?
How could I forget Ace, DeAndre? Good to see DeAndre back in the house. He's been out in these dance competitions. I haven't seen him in a while. Good to have him back. Meanwhile, 6-point Brother Rice lead over Catholic Central. And the future Golden Grizzly himself, line right.
Now, has Warren Marshall played his way into the G of the game these last couple minutes?
That's a great point. Man, he was last year. Marshall's line pretty good, 6 of 12, 1 of 4 from downtown, 15 points.
But the defensive job he's done on Nadu tonight, holding their leading scorer to 2 points.
Yeah. I mean, Eli Wiles might fight you if you make that change, but I'll support you on anything. You know that. Straight on 3, no good from Amene, and this ball game is over. The Brother Rice Warriors gain their 14th win and will advance for the opportunity to win the Detroit Catholic League High School Championship on Saturday night in Detroit at Callahan Hall. 7-point Warrior lead. We're back after this with our G of the game, a hotly debated, contested G of the game. Who will it be? Find out after this. Thanks for watching.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
The Warriors win this semifinal presented by Pure Bar Novi at Success Mortgage Partners. We're with our G of the game. There were several folks that we could have had, but the young man to my left is the sophomore Trevor Smith in his first year at Brother Rice. Congratulations, our G of the game. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the floor. Look, I know it takes time to get used to a new team, coming over and getting used to and accustomed to this style of basketball, Rick Palmer's style of basketball. What's it been like for you and your team and to see a success like this win here in the semifinal?
It's been like a huge change in pace and competition coming from my old school. I used to go to Okemos. Coming from over there, the pace and change to the Catholic League, to the Capital Area League is very different. I feel like I've just grown into my role here. I didn't really figure it out when I first got here. It took me a couple games to get into it, and I feel like every game since then I've been filling in more and more and more role. And I feel like that's like all of us has been going into our role, and I feel like that's contributed to us winning the games.
How has it been fitting in at Brother Rice? It's also a new school. You're not just there, obviously, for the basketball, but for the strong academics and for the social. How has that all fit in for you in this adjustment?
It's different. I moved like an hour away, so new friends, new area, everything. Like, I like the school. The school's nice, even though it's an all-boys school. It's all right. It doesn't really bother me, but that's my coach, Rick Palmer, Coach Palmer right there. But I think I like the school. The schedules I like my classes, everything like that. All the people at the school are nice. Teachers are nice. I like the teachers.
What's it been like for you evolving your game? You were 6'3" in, 5th grade, and you've always been that tall guy in basketball and maybe displaced at times because of your height. How has that affected your adjustment and your growth as a basketball player?
I've always played up for my whole life, so really playing as I played up from 1st grade to 6th grade, something like that, and then I started playing my age. So I kind of have I don't know what the word is for it, but I can go against bigger dudes. It doesn't intimidate me or anything like that. We went against Xander from Detroit UPrep.
Yeah.
I liked that matchup. That matchup was really tough, but I thought I didn't back down. I thought I went into it a positive mindset. I thought I could guard him because playing up my whole life, I feel like that's really helped me into playing against older kids, so it's not intimidating to me.
What's next for you guys? I know the goals are big. What's ahead? You get a championship opportunity on Saturday. What's next for you guys?
Got St. Mary's on Saturday. That's really it. Just prepare for them.
All the best. Congrats, G of the game. Trevor Smith, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
All right, all the best. We're back to wrap it up from the arena right after this. The Warriors with a win over their rival. They take 2 out of 3 in the series. Will they meet again someday? For now, it's a victory and a trip to the finals on Saturday at Callahan Hall. Back after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Bar Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Oh, it's been a pleasant evening in Rochester tonight. Some highlights. Lee was fabulous tonight for Catholic Central. So was that man, Asher Swardini. Catholic Central got it from some sources as well. Wasn't the best offensive night for Uchenna Amene, but they did have some runs, and they got it from some multiple sources, including that man, Devin Lee, with the biggest night of them all for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, they were just able to hang around and hang around. They could never put it together, go and knock down 4 shots in 4 straight possessions to take that lead. When I'm looking at the score sheet tonight, lots of turnovers for both teams. 13 for Catholic Central, 16 for Brother Rice, but they had 17 assists. And Catholic Central with 12 assists, but there you see it. The size advantage, it stands out clear as day. 26 rebounds to 16 for Brother Rice. They were just beating them up on the glass all game long, and you got to see some athleticism right there by Elijah Williams coming out, and he came on there in the second half. It's going to be interesting to see what this team evolves into over the next couple weeks going on into the state tournament.
Getting better, getting more experience. And Brother Rice does it tonight behind 16 Warren Marshall points. The future Golden Grizzly showing out in his future court. Also double-digit scoring from Elijah Williams with a dozen. Trevor Smith with 12 and 9. And Brother Rice wins the ball game by a score of 57-50. They put up 17 points in the fourth, their most productive quarter. They once led by 11. The lead changed 4 times, was tied twice, but all that in the first half. It was all CC in the second. All Brother Rice in the second. CC would get as close as 3 points, but just not enough. And look, for CC, we talked about Lee and his performance. Swardini with 15 and 3 triples, and Amene with 8. But there's just some holes in there that you're used to seeing, and you needed that tonight to beat Brother Rice.
Yeah, Nadeau is a 20-point-a-game scorer easily. I mean, we talked about how he put up over 300 this year, and unfortunately for him, he just could not get it going. And that's a tip of the cap to Warren Marshall, too, who took it up on the defensive end. And what I'm looking forward to is this matchup on Saturday between Orchard Lake St. Mary's and a growing Brother Rice team. We talked about Brother Rice's size and how big they look tonight, and we saw something from St. Mary's that we hadn't seen, too, with putting their 2 bigs on the floor at the same time. So there's going to be a lot of length in Callahan Hall on Saturday.
A lot of fun, a lot of open court, and the athletes in store. Don't forget, we'll have the Girls Bishop Championship first. Don't want to miss that. That's at 5:30 to start things on Saturday for this Pure Bar Novi. And Success Mortgage Partners are proud sponsors of the CHSL Championship Week. All right, we're back on Friday night right here at the arena for Rochester Adams and Stony Creek. Girls varsity followed by boys varsity, 5:30 and 7 o'clock. For my partner Sam Stick Day, Alex Westfall, and the talented crew here at the Prep, my name's Chad Bush saying so long. Once again, your final scores tonight. Orchard Lake St. Mary's wins by 19 in Game 1 over De La Salle, and in Game 2 tonight, 57-50, Brother Rice over Catholic Central. Talk to you on Friday night from right here in the arena at 5:15. Have a great night, everybody. So long.